You are now tapped in with your girl, Miss Unique, on the Unique Experience Podcast, the place where broken crayons still color.
What's up? This is your girl, Miss Unique, and you have tuned into the Unique Experience Podcast, the place where broken crayons still color. And today, y'all, at this late night hour, I have a special guest who have become my friend, my family member, and is part of the MB fam, here to spit it out and chew it out with us, and we're going to see what's going on. So now, I need you guys to get ready. And when I say get ready, I mean get ready for this guest, okay? So I want y'all to meet Dusse Boss, the life of the party and the heart behind the hustle. His story is a roller coaster of emotions, sprinkled with laughter and fueled by resilience. He is the reason the dance floor has a VIP section, literally. Get ready for an episode that'll have you laughing, have you nodding and laughing some more, maybe crying, and might even get up out your seat and dance a little bit, and feeling very much inspired at the end of the day. So, without further ado, let's introduce to some and present to others none other than the one, the only Dusse Boss.
Hey,
what's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am blessed. I'm highly favored, and I am here. And I am so glad to see that the MB fam is hot and ready. Do you hear me?
What's up, MB fam? Y'all ready? Because I know I am.
Already, like these messages are bug wild, and like they came in before we came in, so you know they ready. So yeah. Welcome MB fam to our podcast as well as everyone else that is on here today. This is gonna be a great show. I can feel it, and we gonna see what the energy gonna bring. I'm gonna say it like that. So y'all just stay tuned, and we are on here today to learn about Dusse Boss. So the topic was from hustle to heart. So that means your hard body, but then there's a soft spot. So we're going to get into the middle of all of that to see who is Dusse Boss. So Dusse, I want you to introduce to some who you are and tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my real name is Chris. A lot of you don't know that, but my real name is Chris. I got introduced to becoming Dusse Boss as I started going to different clubs following my cousin's boyfriend who was the DJ. So we became the lit crew first, and thanks to Megan, I started drinking a liquor called Dusse. And that's all I would buy was Dusse. So after a while, the DJ got on the mic and he was like, "That's Dusse Boss." I was like, "Huh?" But he was like, "You always drink Dusse, and you definitely a boss because you hold your own." So that's how I got the name Dusse Boss. So being with him and going to different clubs and parties, it introduced me to become Dusse Boss. And until this day, I roll with it, and not everybody know me as Dusse.
Okay. So my question is, who was Dusse before? Let's talk about the past tense of who you were before you became Dusse Boss.
I was, how can I say this? I was a person who was scared to fully enjoy life and live in their truth. I never
Mm-hmm.
hid who I was, but I never was the type to really show it in public, like, with the dancing and being on the mic or being outspoken and not care who was watching. I was always kind of like trying to hide it in public when I go to the club and stuff. So I would say I was a shy person. I was hiding who I was.
Okay, so prior to that, so let's go back a little bit further than that. So as a child, did you feel disconnected or did you feel like I'm different? amongst your family members? Were you acting different to them?
No, I was always me. Like growing up, I did things, but I never was like really into sports. Like I didn't like playing football and all that stuff. I did go to the games because I was a big, supporter. But I was always the type of kid that stayed in the stands, and the cheerleaders would have my attention more than the football team.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So now I want to get into some personal questions, and then we're gonna just move around, shift a little bit. Okay.
Oh, not
So
personal.
what
Oh, let's see.
not that we gonna get all deep in there unless you take it. It's gonna be on you. Okay, so what do people misunderstand about you the most?
Um, I would say my attitude sometimes because sometimes how I come off when I speak, it can seem like I have an attitude when I really don't.
Okay.
So
And
they mistake that. Like sometimes people think I'm always mean when I'm really not, because how I speak and how I position my voice.
okay, does it come from like a lot of people like me myself? A lot of people look at me and be like, why she mucking all the time? I don't even know. Like I guess my facial expressions got a mind of its own, maybe. And they be like, you look like you about to pop off, and it's hard for people to speak to you, right? I don't see that, but I don't notice it, but the sweetest person in the world. So people try to judge you based off what your appearance is or what they see without you opening your mouth to learn who you really are, right?
Right. Right.
Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you. See? All right. So like your inner person, like what is like coming up, and as you was a child, how was your background, family background? Like were you in a situation where you were loved, or did you come in a family based off of love, or were you coming in a hard family of negativity, or what type of family background do you have? Let's go there.
I was brought in a family full of love. Um, both of from my mother to my daddy's side, it's all about like they grew up singing gospel, so I learned. So gospel was all around me from my mother's side to my daddy's side. I was loved. I can honestly say I was loved as a child. Like I was very blessed to have two mothers and two fathers because I was adopted by my auntie. So my auntie never told me, which is never not told me who my mother was. I always knew who my real mother was or whatever. So I was loved by both. I was fortunate enough to have two mothers and, like I said, two fathers.
Okay. Well, me myself, I wasn't blessed like that. So to have that type of love in the family, that's good. Being that you are part of the community, because it is our month all day long.
You got
So
anything going
being
on?
in that and being in that position is good because a lot of people, family reject them, and turn heads and corners with their own loved ones despite of who they are, right? So
Right.
a lot of people tend to hide themselves to satisfy other people. All 24, the rest of 24, I'm not changing me. I'm not hiding me. If you don't
Preach.
love me for me, listen, the door. There once was a time I didn't know you. I gave you a chance to love me for me. Now by choice, but now it's by force. So
Big
this,
bag.
I have to do that now because of the path that I'm on right now. I'm tired of watering me down for other people. That season over. That's done, over with. So yeah, but this interview is about you, of course. Um, what era? What era did you grow up in, and how did it affect who you became today?
What you mean by era? To make sure I'm on the right path that you're on.
Like, how old are you? Like your year?
Oh, I was born in '94, so I'll be 30 this year. So, you know, a little bit of the
Okay.
'90s going to the 2000s.
Okay, so you a '90s baby. See, I'm a '80s baby.
I'm a big '90s
After
baby, baby.
after '89, after 89, man, I don't know. Y'all cut different. Y'all from a different cloth.
What you
So you
trying
hear
to say?
like y'all like the stuff that y'all do, we didn't know about doing it, you know. It's like a change. And I feel like I'm old because I'm 38. But I'm an 80s baby, right?
Yes,
So y'all kind of different, cut different. So
somewhat.
now it's like I don't even know how to put that. Do say like, okay, now my niece, she was born in the 90s, right?
Hmm.
The things that y'all are doing now at y'all age, like teenage life that y'all had, we wasn't doing that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like that era. It's a big difference. Like we went from being scared to do stuff to y'all. I ain't scared to do nothing. You know what I'm
You got
saying?
that
It's
right.
like see what I'm saying. So if you was in the 80s and we switch roles, like I was in 90s, a 90s baby, I don't think I will be able to do that because I'm still scared from being an 80s baby. Out there saying what you will and won't do, ain't gonna do, and clubbing with your parents and stuff like that. You know, that type of era is what I'm talking about. It's a
Okay.
difference. Yeah. So, what would you, if you were to be an 80s, if you can go back in the 80s and you were told to do some things that you couldn't do, some things that you know you could do in the 90s, what would your reaction be?
I would be shocked. Like I'd be like, "What you mean I can't do that? Like, are you talking to me?"
And then that's when you'll be picking up your fronts off the floor. Then your eyes will be rolling in your hand. You see what I'm saying? And
Well,
back
I mean, that
then,
wasn't too much. I mean, that wasn't too much different because my mother was born, in the '70s. So how my grandma raised her, even though we was in the '90s, I still had the same thing. She raised us just like that. How you was, it wasn't no talking back. It wasn't no saying what you was gonna do. You was gonna do it. And if you mild off, yeah, you definitely got hit
yeah,
with whatever
that's what
mama
I'm
picked up.
do. Maya B said, "What is your favorite '90s song?"
My favorite '90s song. That's kind of. I'm trying to think what song came out in the '90s that I listened to. That's a kind of good question. I guess I would have to say huh, oh God, did Tony Braxton have a song in the '90s? Because I love Tony Braxton. So, do you know
So
the song
what
Tony?
Toni Braxton song?
I'm trying to think what came out in the '90s because I love Tony Braxton. So I'm just saying like it probably would have been one of her songs because when you get in the 2000s, you don't be remember what be coming out. But I mean back.
Yeah, right.
But back that thing because it was that early '99, 2000. So I guess that would be a song.
My back in the day, I used to listen to like That Boy Is Mine by Monica and them, Brandy and them song. You know, that kind of stuff. I really
Yeah, I
didn't
know
know
that
what I
song.
was doing. Yeah, we used to back then. We used to have the little groups of the girls in the family would pick a verse, and we'll
Oh, well then
be
I can say why I love you so much because if Monica came out with that song in the '90s, then definitely that's my song.
okay. I'm a '70s baby. Let's look at these comments. They coming too. Okay.
I'm a '70s baby, yes indeed.
Let's
No matter
see.
what you edit,
Who
he
gonna
is.
stop me? Type ish. Oh God. Yeah, that's what it say now. These kids say what they ain't gonna do. Like it's crazy. I'm a '70s baby, and yes, Thailand says I'm a '70s baby, and yes, indeed, no matter what you eating, what is on the table. You right. If you won't eat and you not finna open and close no doors and none of that, you finna be outside till the light come on. And if you ain't in the house when it come on,
You in trouble. That was with
listen,
me too, growing up.
man.
Now I
Yeah.
was blessed. Now I was blessed enough to. If I didn't eat something, my mama did make sure it was something I did eat. I was blessed enough to get that now.
Yeah, that was a blessing. Yeah, that was a blessing. Maya said whenever we grow up, or the 2000s. R. Kelly Master P. Some of them songs we were singing back in the day, we didn't even know what it meant. And now
Oh
in my old
God.
age, I went back like, why was I singing that song? It was talking about da 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 da.
Right.
Y'all in the mirror singing loud as I get out, and they all nasty songs. Okay,
Get me. Maya,
Maya,
I love you, Maya.
good assist on the question field. Okay, Maya. Yeah, assist on these questions. Pinky Entertainment says Tevin Campbell and
I'll be sure.
Abby, Abby Shore. Pretty Ricky,
Will
y'all.
always allow. Some parents are their kids' friend. Not mine. Mine was never my friend. Me and my mother had a mother-son relationship, and then it's crazy because Miss Martha, as y'all call her, 'cause that's my real biological mother. Y'all see her when she
Okay.
gets on Maya Live. We are both Libras. I am September 25th. She is October 5th. So when
Mm-hmm.
I tell you we act just alike, we act just alike. So majority of the time, we might bump heads sometimes because we both are strong minded.
Y'all, Pink Entertainment, she's part of the fleet and she has her own podcast, a Pure Focus podcast as well. Y'all, and she said Genuine. What about Genuine? What you know about Genuine, Miss Pink?
I know Pony. My pony.
Okay, so our next question is what's the I had this question for you. I know I had this question I wanted to ask you.
Ask away, my baby.
Mm. Okay, so I know you are the type who like to tell stories, right?
Sometime, I guess.
Yeah, you want those little have story time in your own way. So, what is one story, a funny story, to tell about yourself? What is one of the funniest stories that you can tell us about you? Hey, Samantha.
I think I told it. I told it on Maya Live. I don't know if he was on there, but it was when I was at the club and I was hosting, and I was going to go to the bathroom because I had to pee really bad. But they played one of my favorite songs, and I ran back to go sing the song, which was Tamar Braxton Let Me Know. And when I went back to sing Tamar, it went up, but when I hit the high note, yeah, I peed on myself. I had to go to the car and get right.
I was on that live. I was.
Yes, that
And
was like
how
my
did you
most.
feel? How did you feel about that? Like in the spur of the moment, what was your feelings and what were your thoughts?
I was embarrassed. I was like, I hope nobody did not see me because you know how your pants be like light blue, kind of faded. So you can see anything that spill on them. So I was hoping nobody ain't saw it. So I had to kind of hurry up and put my jacket across me or whatever. And I hurried up and ran outside. Luckily, I had like some extra clothes, like a pair of shorts and some boxes in the car. Because you always bring extra clothes because you never know what can happen when you
Anyway,
go out.
right, right. And another question that I have several questions, but those questions I just want to hold off on for a second. But I see that my co-host over here, Miss Maya B, has some good questions to ask you, which are actually some of the questions that I have on here, but I'm going to post them and we're going to answer those questions because this is an unscripted podcast. It is late night, and we just really trying to learn about who this young individual is. Okay. So what has
Okay.
been so thank you, Maya, for that. What has been Dusse's greatest difficulty in life and his greatest accomplishment?
Ooh. That has been some of my greatest difficulties. Hmm.
I want to say,
I would.
what is something that you really wanted to do in life and it didn't happen? And if it did happen, it didn't happen the way you wanted it to.
Well, I wanted to own my own hair salon. Like I wanted to do hair. Like doing hair was my passion when I was growing up. Like I loved it. But as I
Hmm.
got older and I went to school for it, and I graduated and stuff to get my carpenter license, it's like the passion went away because people that you know You would do their hair and they'd be like, oh, I'll pay you this right here. This is what I got. And you'd be like, okay, look out that one time. But then it's always a constant thing. So it was like you never could grow, like coming from where I was coming from, because it was always somebody who knew you, who wanted a free hairstyle, handout, or who didn't have it. And being the good hearted person that I was, that's what held me back.
So, where did you have any support?
I mean, my mother supported me. She always told me, do my dreams. Like she would let me do different hairstyles on her and do different things in her head. Like she was my mannequin for real, for real. Like different things that I learned how to do, I learned to do it on my mother. Like doing lace fronts and starting dress and everything I know how to do, I did it on my mother. She was my biggest supporter.
Okay. So I know you said that you came from a church background.
Hmm.
What is who was your biggest inspiration in your family or at the church? What was your biggest inspiration on dealing with that part of life?
Well, my grandma, she always kept us in the church. Like she wanted us to go to church and stuff. But as I got older, you know, if you wanted to go, you went. If you didn't want to go, you didn't go. But what kept me going with, my gospel background roots is my mother was my family, like because they had two gospel singing groups. You had the Amazing Singing Sons and you had the Everetties. So seeing my mom and them sing at different programs and hearing my mama sing and my cousins sing, that's what kept me going to, knowing about gospel and keeping my gospel roots alive.
Okay, being part of the LGBT community, are you comfortable with going to church? How do you feel about going to church?
At one point in time, I wasn't comfortable going to church because I started wearing nails, and I get my nails done a lot, and sometimes my nails would be done when it was time to go to church. So I would sit in the back and try to hide my hands. But then we ended up getting this pastor who came to sub for our real pastor, and he opened up. He was like he showed people that he didn't judge. Like he would tell me come sit on the row. He would tell me clap my hands. He would tell me one day he gave me a compliment. He told me my nails is pretty. Like he didn't judge me. He told me to be myself. Like he didn't force his beliefs on me. Like he would just, talk to us and tell us to come to God as we are.
That's a good thing. I like that.
Right.
Have you had any past church hurt?
Mm, I wouldn't say church hurt. It's just, different people in the church that look at you differently. Like when they see you a boy with nails or you clapping your hands or you singing for God and you have nails on. People toot their nose up, but hey, I'm strong minded. So I just look at them like, I'm going to look back at you the same way you look at me. Like, okay.
I know I could tell, like you were forced to be reckoned with for real, you know. And at my church as well, I have a non-judgmental pastor. Um, he meets you where you at. You know what I'm saying? He don't change his sermon when he see one of you guys come in. You know, a lot of them change their whole sermon that they didn't work so hard through the week about. You
Right.
know, yeah. So now we're gonna ask these answer questions that the viewers and listeners are asking. So, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Huh. What you mean by that? Give me more detail now.
Pinky, to
What you
give
mean
him
by
a
that?
full detail.
What you mean by that, Miss Peggy? Give me a little bit more detail, baby.
Oh, Pinky got some questions. What is your love language, honey?
Hmm. I mean, it depends on what she mean by that. She want to know my preference. What am I
Uh,
in the community?
give us the tea. It's about you. We learning who do say is right. So we need to know. We're
I
asking.
wasn't expect. I really wasn't expecting that question, but
Yeah, but it's okay.
I'm averse. So that means I give and I take. I'm averse. So, and I'm a little bit, and I would be considered a film because I am feminine in some ways. But hey, I'm fun to be around. So you get the best of both worlds. Just come and see me.
Okay. All right. So Chelsea says, she feels like you are introverted extrovert. So no, okay. So then what I want to do is on my podcast, I like to play different artists' music. And since one of the artists that I previously interviewed is on here, Maya B, I
Big
do have
Maya.
they call me Pinky too. Taylor say they call her Pinky too. So Pinky, we have another Pinky on here. Um,
She explained what she was. She explained what she meant
okay,
by
you
that.
see it?
Yeah, she said an introvert is a quiet person and an extrovert is an outspoken person. I am very outspoken, Pinky. I speak my mind. I don't hold nothing back. I try to bite my tongue, but that's just not me. If I see something, I'm gonna call it out. And I don't call it being, how can I say this? I don't call it being rude. I just call it being blunt. I'm very blunt and I don't like fake stuff going on around me. So I'm gonna point it out. And that's just me. Cause I'm a real person. I want everybody around me to be real. Cause life is too short to be fake.
I think for me, I think I'm a little bit of both. It depends on where I am and the energy, maybe
Okay.
to say what part you bring out of me. Because I'm like a whole lot of people for real. So it's what part you bring out of me is what you get. So the person that is encountering with me depicts on who I am at that time, basically.
Well, I need to get like you then, cause I'm gonna tell it like it is 24/7.
Oh, baby, I'm gonna let them have it if they need be. But I be trying to act right sometimes. So
I
what I
see.
was gonna do was I was going to play. Which song did you say you wanted from to play from Maya B? Was it So Up?
So
Okay. So you guys, we're gonna take a little break, a little pause for the cause, and play one of the artists, a very, very great person with a great personality that is part of, well, the creator of the MB fam. She is tuned in, and we really just want to support, and we're going to play her song. And I asked the guest which song she that he wanted. It was "Toe Up." So you
right.
guys, if you have not heard the song,
Download
uh,
it.
download it. We also have other songs, "Daddy's Girl." Y'all gotta check her out. Just go on YouTube and check out Maya B music. Okay. So
Right at this point, cause she got some hits down there. Okay.
and some to come. So without further ado, we're going to pause for the calls and we're going to play Maya B's piece called "Toe Up."
I got a pocket full of money. I'ma leave my cares behind me. I'm so happy that it's Friday. I'm so happy that it's Friday. I got a pocket full of money. I'ma leave my cares behind me. Cause I got a whole lot of whiskey flowing in there. Space game going on the next one. Bring another round, we gon' get told. Ooh, we gon' get told. Got a whole lot of whiskey flowing in there. Space game going on the next one. Bring another round, we gon' get told. Ooh, we gon' get told up this morning. Feeling real. Looked around at my family and friends, y'all. Everything happening like it should. Being my people. When we get together, we like to party and have a real good time.
Have a good time.
All of my troubles, they go out the window when we party. good time. Oh, cause I got a whole lot of whiskey flowing in there. Space game going on the next one. Bring another round, we gon' get told. Ooh, we gon' get told. Got a whole lot of whiskey flowing in there. Space game going on the next one. Bring another round, we gon' get told. Ooh, we gon' get told. Got a whole lot of whiskey flowing in there. Space game going on the next one. Bring another round, we gon' get told. Ooh, we gon' get told. Got a whole lot of whiskey flowing in there. Space game going on the next one. Bring another round, we gon' get told. Ooh, we gon' get told. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I love this song.
I swear you see me up here singing a little song like I might ain't up here singing the lyrics hard now.
Man, I love this song. I had played it for my interview that I had the past Friday, and it was right on time. It was definitely right on time. It was much needed. And you know, she got a lot of good stuff out here. And those who don't know Maya B, they need to get to know her. She's
Of
a
course,
sweetheart.
of course.
So now back to you. The question that I was gonna ask was, what is one thing that you could go back in life to talk to your younger self? What would you go back and tell that person based on what and who you have become now?
To go for everything you want. Don't don't hold back. Like just go for everything with no regrets.
So do you think that what by you holding back for so long in life, do you think if you would have just let it go earlier, you'll be further than who you know within yourself and not watered yourself down for so long to please other people?
Yes. If I would have just opened up and been myself all along and not cared about what certain people think, it would have been definitely a different ball game for me.
Okay. Living in this life that you're living free, and I said from hustle, like you, what do you do on a daily? Like, what is your title?
Well, right now I'm an OSL associate, which means I'm partnered with Walmart, AT&T, and T, and Verizon, Straight Talk, and Cricket. So I sell
Mm-hmm.
phones for all four companies. So basically, I go to Walmart and I'm in the back end electronics and I sell phones for Verizon, AT&T, Straight Talk, and Cricket. So they call me the phone goat because I'm pretty much good with the phone. I can sell it to you, fix the screen, wipe it out, reset it if something wrong with it. I can do anything you want with a phone. So they call me the phone goat. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. So dealing with different customers that come in that you encounter, have you ever encountered some negative energy with a customer, and how did you handle it?
I have had a few customers to come in that were, what they call hood niggas, as you want to say, if I can say that word. Come in and they have, because I had my nails done and they had to talk to me and how I talked. It was like, looking at me funny and I felt the energy. But I stayed professional. I helped them with their problem. And when they left, if I had something muttered in my breath, I muttered it when they left. But I stayed professional and helped them out. Like, because at the end of the day, that's my job and people going to be people.
Exactly. I like that. Okay. So do you have, no, what is your favorite quote and why?
I don't think I really have one.
Is there a saying that you would always say that could get you on? Like, is it something that you use, like just a saying that you say all the time and it just became you?
Oh, I love to say flatline.
Why you say flatline?
Cause flat, I don't. Okay, one day I was talking to my cousin and we was just laughing, but it was so funny. So you know how you laughing so hard your breath gets shortened,
Yeah.
and I just bust like, girl, you about to make me flatline. And ever since then, I've been stuck saying flatline. Like it's something real funny, I be like flatline. Like it
You need to
just
put
stuck
that
with
on a
me.
shirt. Put that on a shirt and say flatline.
I was gonna start selling the word flatline. I was gonna start doing shirts with it, and I was gonna use my little um Snapchat emoji and have the word saying flatline come out. I was gonna do that, but I never pursued it. But I might think I'm
Do
about to.
it. Do it. Chelsea said definitely stole that flatline on me, God.
Yes, flatline. And now this dude on Facebook, I don't know if y'all know him, but his name is DePaul.
Hmm.
He reacts to different animals and he be their voice. And he let us say, stop playing on my team. I be saying that too. Cause I know y'all don't see
Yeah.
me coming out on my line. Stop playing my team.
Maya
So
speaking some stuff into existence for you. The phone go has a ring to it. Sounds like a brand and $1 million business in the works. Just dreaming for you. I like that, Maya.
I love that. Who knows? Let's see how it
Okay.
goes.
That's right. That's why the MB fam just go hard for all of y'all. I love that. I
Yes,
love it.
I love Maya. Ever since I saw her before, when she was singing when she was saying the different videos. But you know how you see a person, but you just look at them.
Mhm.
Cause I went on her TikTok and she sung a song for me, but she did not know the lyrics. I asked her to sing "Love and War" by Tamar. She didn't know the lyrics, but she still sung a little bit of it for me. And after that, I scrolled past TikTok or whatever and thanked her. But I never thought of her ever. So Country Party came out and I scrolled on TikTok again, and she was doing the dance, and I was working at T-Mobile. I'm like, step to the left. I'm like, that's a little cool little TikTok to do. So I learned it within like
Uh-huh.
5 minutes, and I posted a TikTok. And I'm like, let me go listen to the song because I'm like, she a stud, so I'm gonna support my own. So when I listened to Country Party and I heard her vocals and how she used her voice in the song and the words she used, I fell in love with Country Party. So from that day forward, Miami music definitely had me stuck.
Okay. I love that. What's next for you, my Duce, in life? What do you see yourself like 5 years from now? What do you see yourself doing?
In 5 years, I see myself in better opportunities, in better places, and most definitely, hopefully by then, I will have a mini Duce.
So you like children, or you just want to have one of your own?
I love children. I have guy kids,
Mm-hmm.
but having guy kids, you only can do and say but so much. But everything I do for my guy kids, I can't wait to do that for my own child. Like I always wanted a daughter. All I want is a little girl. I just want a little girl who I can do her hair, share moments with her. We get our feet done. We go out to eat, and she just love me the way I would love her. I just want a little daughter. But if God see fit to give me a son, I'm gonna love my son the same way. But I am gonna send him to his uncles a lot, cause daddy ain't play no football, daddy ain't play no basketball. So you gotta go to your uncles for that.
What you saying? It's all right. It's all right. If you could be remembered for one thing in life, what would it be?
I don't know. I guess I could say for being Dusse Boss, as in being the life of the party, as in being a party host. Cause I'm most definitely lit.
And about like do you, and I know when we previously talked, you was talking, like I see in your videos and stuff, you like to go to the club, you like to have fun, you bring the energy into any room. And I've also noticed on the lives, on Maya's lives, you be on there and the comments are crazy. I love them. Um, what like in your dark days, how do you keep that energy going? Like what brings fuel to the fire to bring that spark back? I'm asking for self.
I'm
Like,
honest gonna say, I'm honestly gonna tell you the truth. When I'm going through my dark days and I feel down and depressed, because I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, depression does come on. Music. I'm on. It's Tamar Braxton. Oh my God, I love Tamar Braxton. She has been my inspiration since she came out with Love and War. Her music and my favorite song, "Let Me Know," it gets me through. I play that song so much. That's been my ringtone since 2014 when it came out. And then I met Maya. So Country Party and songs like Toe Up, they get me through because just hearing the music in my head and different vocals, how they sound and how they singing, it just gets me through. Like music gets me through when I'm feeling depressed and I feel like giving up.
that's me too. I love music. Music has got me out of a whole lot of situations. Make me do a reset. Every now and then, we as people, we go through things because we're human, right?
Mhm.
So, being that my podcast focuses on mental health awareness, music is a good tactic to get us through those storms. And like some days, I think for everybody, we need to have a master reset.
Big facts.
Life can overtake us and do so many things. Like we water ourselves down to please people. We tend to change ourselves just to be in a crowd, things like that. But when we're no longer around those people, that means we have to change again just to fit the next set of people that we come around. You know what I'm saying? And life really be life, and it really
Yes.
does be life. And then when you on this side, you got people judging you for some things, and on that side, they judging you for other things. That can be overwhelming. So it kind of puts you in a predicament. Like sometimes, like, well, whether I do right or whether I do wrong, they still gonna talk. But at the end of the day, if I be me daily, if I satisfy me daily, no matter how other people feel, nobody asks how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's what music does for me. And another thing about music, it's soothing. Like
Right.
it's very, very soothing. And like I'm in a fleet coalition and we deal with music every day. I'm learning different types of music soothe my mind that I didn't even know was a type of music. So
Mhm.
yeah, I get it with the music. I love it. Yeah, Tarlin, it gets tiring, and sometimes the things that happen in life, we got to change our crowd of people.
Most
The
definitely.
crowd of people, we got to sit at tables that we never thought we can sit at. You know what I'm saying? We need to go to them tables. We need to get a crowd of people that on the same mission that we're on. Has the same agenda. If you can't help me get to where I'm going, you're not gonna tear me down, and none of that. See, I'm working on me too, do say.
Mhm.
And I know you Facebook famous. I know you, but they need to know who the behind the scenes do say is. Do say is human too. All days
Big
are
facts.
not good. We have dark days. We need people to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the happy fun do say. But how do you feel about the do say that needs somebody to vent to sometimes? You
You
know what
better
I'm saying?
preach. You better preach now.
Yeah. So I mean I picked up on that, and so it leads me to ask this question. What is something that you would have liked for me to ask and I didn't ask the question? And what would your answer be to that question?
That's a good question. Mm, wow, I really don't know. That's really a good question. Cause a lot of them was asking questions on here, so y'all was asking a lot of questions. Um, dang, friend, you got me puzzled. I really don't know because
I
they
mean,
they
is it
act,
something about you that you want the world to know about? It's like this. I'm not gonna say a secret because a secret is a secret. But is it something in the back of your mind that you just want the world to know that you think that the viewers are pondering about Dusse Boss? Like, what is it? Is it a question that you just know they got in their mind to ask, and you feel like you want to answer that question? What would that question be?
I really don't know cause the MB fam, when you on that live and you do that after dark, they ask some serious questions. So I
See,
really don't.
everybody on equipped to get in that after dark session, though. You see what I'm saying? So
I
I know
don't
I am
know. What
there.
do y'all
Oh,
want to know? Y'all ask the question. All I can tell you, and I'm gonna tell you. That's all I can say. Cause I really don't know.
okay. Anybody have a question that y'all want to ask Maya B? Not Maya B. I'm stuck on Maya B now. Is there any other questions? So catchy, I'm telling you, that you guys want to know about Dusse. This is his time to shine. And it is the podcast is based on knowing who Dusse is.
Mm. I'm about to say if not, I'll just tell you who Duce is. I guess.
Listen, the floor is yours. Where y'all
Well,
boo at? That's the time to say where y'all boo at.
in due time, y'all would know. That's all I'm gonna say about that part.
Do
But
you have
this
a boo
place right
cooking in
here.
the book?
In due time, you would know, Terry. She said, question coming. Mike said, question coming. Terry said, my own God, I have no filter either. I'm going to keep it YouTube
YouTube
friendly.
friendly. Okay, question coming. Okay. Do say, are you a top or a bottom? Similar X.
Now, Samela, I answered that already. I'm verse. So that's both.
That's a good one, Maya. What is your best quality as a person?
Um, I would say I'm kind hearted. Like, I would give my last to anybody. I'm willing to go out my way to help people who I know sometimes shouldn't even be helped, but I'm willing to help anybody. So I would say my big kind heart.
Okay.
Chelsea, I had already answered that question, so how was that? See, there y'all go with After Dark.
Throughout all of this, how do you still be positive in sad situations and moments where you know that just like you said, is people be in your corner, and then some, in other words, are leeches. So it's your crowd of people that you deal with from time to time, right? What do
Um,
you do? What do you do? My question is, what do you do in a situation where, like, you got a group of friends, right?
mhm.
And the group of friends that you have, you're always the one that's giving, right? You pouring
Mhm.
into the relationships, friendship, situationships. What happens when you turn around and ask for that same support, or you needed something that you didn't have? Are you able to still go to those same friends and get that from them as much as you give? Do you get it back in return?
I honestly say I have two friends that I honestly say yes. My boy best friend Tymel, we have each other back. We've been best friends since 2015. If I need him, he's there. If he need me, I'm there. We have a friendship. Me, him, and my homegirl Janari. That's his cousin. I call her my sister. We have a friendship where we go out to eat. Say, I want to go out to eat, right? But they be like, I don't have no money. I'm the type of friend
Mm-hmm.
that ask you to have money. I said, let's go out to eat. I'm going to pay. And there's vice versa with them. If one of us is slacking, the other one picks us up. Like, we're the type of friends that pick each other up. We're not going to let you go hungry, or we're not just going to leave a friend out because they don't have the funds. Like, we're going to look out for each other because at the end of the day, we never know when one of us need it. And that's what true friends do. So I can honestly say my sister Janari and my best friend Tamel, they're my true friends. So I do have two friends that I can pour in a relationship, and they have the same for me.
That's good. Everybody don't have that. They don't. I'm always giving, but listen, that's about it. I need to change my circle. My circle needs to be so small that I can turn around and see myself in it.
I
That's
know
how
that's
it
right.
goes
But
for
guess
me.
what? Add me to your circle. You know I got your back.
Listen, so I can turn around and see somebody. Okay,
You can see
I'm
me,
with it.
girl.
I'm with it. Okay. So do you feel like an outcast sometimes when you with your family or friends?
Not my friends who I just talked about, but sometimes my family, some of them. Only because I have cousins. Now, I love my cousins, all of them, but I'm mostly close to my female cousins than my male cousins. Like my brother, he's close with all my male cousins. Like they close, like how family should be. Me, I'm more close with my female cousins. So sometimes I feel like the outcast around them, but hey, I got attitude. Oh well, keep it chugging.
Okay. So my B says, random question. What made you leave your position as a jail officer?
I left that position because the jail had mold. And being in the suicidal watch with the inmates and making check on them all the time, and it was real heavy mold in the area. So it started breaking out my skin, getting me sick. And my health was way more important. So I left.
So how do you feel about that? Like the people that are in jail that's dealing with that same situation.
I mean, well, they actually built a new jail, so I guess it's better now. But I was saying at the time, you mean I really want to think about that because they was on suicidal watch, so you have to make sure they wasn't doing nothing to try to kill themselves. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so it was always a constant me worrying about, really wasn't worrying about the mold with them. It was worried about making sure they was safe. So I never really thought about it like that. But I do know they wanted better if the mold was making them sick because the way it was breaking out my skin and having me breathe, I'm pretty sure it was bothering them too.
Right. Okay. So this is what I wanted to say. I enjoyed this podcast hour because I really just I fell in love with you on the watching the live from Maya, and like your
Oh,
energy, you just have a sweet energy, and I pick up on energy. And the reality of it is, you pray for friendship, you pray for people that's positive energy when all you know is negative, right? So I picked up on your energy, and sometimes you got to be careful what you're praying for because sometimes God to put you in places immediately because I knew
mm-hmm.
nothing about Maya's lives or nothing. So I was just scrolling and strolling. I saw it. And then I was interacting with the live, and then you kept coming. I said, "Oh, I love him. I just love him like that." And it's like that ever since. So I fell in love with you, not even knowing who you are or what you were about. You just gave good energy. So I can
Oh,
only imagine if it was like a visual, if I can actually see you in person, the energy will be even better. So hopefully one day I'll get a chance to actually meet you in person, and
most definitely, friend.
we might can share our after dark conversations because I try to keep it real positive on this podcast. But baby, Lisa, yeah, it's some situations that I think we can have a ball talking about, and you probably can teach me some things. You
We can teach
know,
each other some
like
things.
the hair, all of that stuff. I really, really would love to have a buddy, a friend that that can be there and non-judgmental type thing.
Of
So
course,
yeah,
friend.
I'll be glad. So we gotta link up at some point. We gonna link up and we gonna make it happen. Um, I
Most
also
definitely.
would like to thank Maya B for co-hosting with me in the background, had these messages jumping and questions jumping. I really do appreciate that. And I know it's great things out there for her as well.
But I have a question for y'all, though. Y'all ask me questions. I have a question for
Let's
y'all.
go. Let's go. Let's
Does
go.
anybody on this podcast know my actual name? Even though I said it earlier, I'm gonna see who actually knows it or who actually remembers me saying it.
Do y'all know? Dusse Real name, MB fam.
Oh, they
Everyone loves
quiet.
you.
Oh, they quiet now.
Oh my, we had a whole lot of guest co-hosts on here, and I love that.
Oh,
I
hold
love
up.
it.
They
Chris,
quiet. Huh?
Tarilyn, Tarilyn said, Chris.
Okay.
So, oh, they know, man.
Might
Like you,
might tell me I was on here at the beginning, but I'm guessing Chris.
yeah, right, right. Is it Chris Smith?
Huh, Miss Dimples. I don't know who you are, but Smith was my original last name, but I changed it. Oh, hold on, wait, Chris, Miss Dimples. I think that's my mama. Hold on, she said Miss
Miss
Martha
Dimples?
said. Hold on, I don't know now. Hold on, I don't know who Miss Dimples is. Oh, Maya said Miss Martha says it. But I don't. I wonder where they got Smith from. What made them think of Smith? I never said that.
So it got to be somebody that know do say for real.
Right, because Smith was my birth name, but when I got adopted, it dropped to Hammond. So for you to know Smith, for you to know that last name Smith, you got to know a little something, something.
So who was that? You said Miss Dimples? Miss
I
Dimples,
don't know.
who are you? Who
Oh no,
are you?
it's Chastity Mack. She says Chastity. Hey Chastity. Well, Chastity, you be paying attention. I see.
I love it.
Oh, she said your Facebook. Oh yes, you're right. My Facebook does have Smith in parentheses, which I did that for my real father people.
Detective saying Smith. Right, Maya. Somebody been doing some
Listen,
research.
Chelsea, you're right. Smith is in parentheses. I remember now. And the reason was being so my real father's family could find me, because none of them knew my, Hammond. They only knew Smith. So I put it in parentheses. So, Chelsea. I see why you my top fan. Because I didn't even know I could have top fans on my page. But Chelsea and Terlin are my top fans on my page.
Okay. And then I know you said about it's something about Maya that's very, very catchy. You said that you liked her song, Daddy's Love. Why is that song in particular special to you?
At first, when I listened to Daddy's Love, I was like, it really went. I really went like trying to feel it at first. Because like I said, my real father is still here. He is. He lives in Georgia, but he's in a nursing home. He lost either one of his legs or both of his legs, and he cannot talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the man who raised me, he died in 2012. So when he died, I said I lost my father because he was the one who raised me, and he showed me the daddy love that I always wanted. He didn't judge me. He loved me for me, and he wasn't scared to tell anybody I was his son. No matter how I dance, twerk, talk, switch, whatever you want to call it. He loved me for me. So that's why at first I didn't want to get into the song because I don't like Father's Day because I don't have my father who raised me is not here. But then I listened to it because I'm gonna support Maya. But when she got to that, just ride, just G, just G, and I like to dance. So I'm like, hold on, now. And that just jarred me to the song to the point that I started listening to it and listen to
Yeah.
what she was saying. It reminded me of my father because we did different things. He taught me, he told me about the Lord and all that stuff. He didn't judge me. So that's why I like the song.
Okay. And I would play it, but I remember you say you would get emotional. And then if you get emotional, I'm gonna get emotional. And so I don't want to be emotional to
No, we're
that
not.
nature.
Listen, we're not being emotional. We're gonna be happy.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my big girl drawers on, okay, y'all, cause I get it. My dad here, but he ain't here. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Hmm.
Um, he he was not there. Like he was there, but he wasn't there because he was due to drug addiction. Um, so I didn't get that daddy's love from um from that. I didn't get that. I don't know what that feels like. And sometimes I feel like I don't know how to love. So then I got kids, boys, 4 of them. Lord, why God got a sense of humor. Do you hear me? Boys, I really don't know. They grown boys now, but I tried to instill in them the love what I thought love felt like. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter's the same thing. So
It's nothing like that. As they say, it's nothing like that son love. A mother's son love hit different because the way a son love his mother is unconditionally, especially
I
that
don't
when you
get
the
that.
firstborn.
I
Huh?
don't got that. My boys, they don't. My girls, they don't. And the reason why is because the things that they saw or encountered in life, the people that I had brought into their life, it was different. Like they love me, but they got so much hatred, so they don't know how to, you know, they feel like, I guess that's a whole nother story. This about you. We're gonna have to talk after this live. It's a
Yeah, we
whole
gotta
different
talk.
situation. But you gonna call me immediately after this live because I gotta, tell you about that. But it's different. So the daddy's love, it can mean a whole lot. And the funny part about this song is she started naming the counter daddies. That had me rolling. Sugar daddy,
I
baby
thought she was,
daddy.
I thought she was gonna say
Like,
God daddies because I could say woo woo, shout out to me, but she talking
listen,
about hoochie daddies and all that stuff. I said, oh, mama, you don't think about the God daddies, but it's all right.
I love
Sending love
that
to all
song.
the daddies.
And I just love Maya. I mean, it's just something about her energy altogether, and it's in her music. And I just love her. I love the God is, with the love of God, I do. So we're gonna play that song, and then I'm gonna get some social media information from you, and then I'm gonna give you my closing thoughts. That's what I was going. You saw me looking off. I always at the end of my podcast, I always have a saying, or I have a thought to leave for all my people based on what the interview. So in the meantime, we're going to listen to her, Maya B again. Y'all get mad if y'all want to. Y'all will be just fine. Um, but we're gonna play her song, Daddy's Love. And I apologize if it's not loud enough. I'm learning how to do it. So yeah, that
That
part.
is love.
So without further ado, here is Daddy's Love by none other than Maya B.
Listen, this song right here is dedicated to my dad. But share this with daddies all over. Listen, daddy's love is a girl's first love. Show me all the things that a man should be. Yeah. Carry the weight of the world on his shoulders, but came home to his family. A real man of standards. Let me tell you about my daddy's love. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's just my daddy's love. That's just my daddy's love. Let me tell you about my daddy's love. That's just my daddy's love. Oh yeah. Daddy is a working man, always fixing things with his hands. Taught me how to be a boss. And always take a stand. Taught me to lean on Jesus and not my understanding. And if you see somebody in need, let me tell you about my dad. That's just my daddy's love. Oh yeah. Let me tell you about my daddy's love. I'm so thankful for my daddy. That's just my daddy's love. That's just my daddy's love. Yeah. My dad always kept my mama in his arms. Kept my mama in his arms. I call him my Superman. Kept her safe from harm. Worked his fingers down, yo. Oh, yeah. So he could keep a roof over our head and keep a warm. This song right here. Dedicated to all the daddies. My daddy.
And do daddy, just right, just right,
Just marry daddy.
just do, just right, right, and do daddy, just right,
Young daddy.
just right,
Country
just
daddy.
do,
City daddy.
just do, just right,
Her
just
daddy.
right,
His daddy.
and do daddy,
Granddaddy. Sugar daddy. All the daddies. All the daddies. That's my daddy love. Let me tell you about my daddy. I'm so thankful for my daddy. That's just my
daddy,
thankful for your daddy. Let me tell you
for
about
my
my
daddy,
the memories of your daddy. Yeah. That's just my
my
daddy.
daddy,
Do a little jig with me. And do jig with me. Do a
do
jig
jig
with
with
me.
me,
Do a
do
jig
jig
with
with
me.
me, daddy love.
Daddy love.
I loved it. It just sounded better. I just like this song. So now you guys again. I want to know, do say how we can find you, like your information, your social media information.
Uh, well, my Facebook is Dusse Boss. I have two pages. I have one is say Dusse Boss. Then I have Dusse Boss backup page, so you can follow me or add me on both. I have Snapchat. My Snapchat is Drive the Boat King. So that's DriveDaboatKing, and it should say Keyshawn on it. And I have Instagram, which is Dusse_Boss.
Okay. So all your MB family, everyone else that's watching, y'all please go follow and add to say to all y'all platforms and everything. And great person, great personality, great energy. And I appreciate you for wanting to come on my
Can we
podcast. So
Can we see you drive the boat? You actually can. Not on here, but you can. If you followed me on Duce page, you would. If you go back to last Saturday date, which was the 22nd, if you look on there, you will see a video of me driving the boat. It's a video.
okay. Mine said no worries. Elsie said just had a boat. Okay. You guys, me, I am Miss Unique. It has been an honor and a pleasure to have you guys rock out with me today. It was fun. I'm still learning. It's like I'm doing different things, and I really just got off work. But um, my family asked to be on my podcast, and I do it on Thursday and Fridays. But today was a special day. This is the day that he wanted to come on, so I had to make preparation to be sure that my friend gets exactly what he wants. So
Oh,
I was honored to have him on my podcast. And you didn't know, but my Mississippi Fleet DJ family has also tuned in um to the podcast tonight just to support and I appreciate them as well. Maya, you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to come rock out with Miss Unique, and I appreciate you. And I'm gonna give you your flowers as long as I'm breathing. So get ready.
most definitely.
Look forward to whatever I have going. And this is not the only podcast that I have. I do have a Unique After Dark. So we'll get into that at another time.
If you wanna
I
add
change
Duce,
wigs. I change wigs like I change my mind. So I really don't know like what I look like, but You know,
Now
I
listen,
did.
if you want to add Dusse Boss on that late night, just
I
call me.
already know what it is on the late night situation. So yeah,
Listen,
that's when you do
no.
stay out the closet. So yeah, that part. So anyway, you guys, I always leave my guests with a word of encouragement. And it is you have the strength to overcome challenges and the resilience to face each day with courage. Remember, progress is progression, no matter how big or small. Keep moving forward and believe in the power of your own journey. You got this. We got this. Your whole MB fam got this with you. So you'll never have to travel in your journey alone, okay?
Okay, baby.
So, like I said, family, y'all family to me. So, family, I appreciate you guys rocking with us and hanging out with us at this time of night during this hour. So that lets me know right there that the love is real and the support is real. And I appreciate you guys. So until next time, may not be on this podcast, maybe at some other live event. We may get to see each other in person at some point. I would love to meet you guys, every last one of y'all that is on this podcast on tonight. It's been a journey. My book will be coming out soon. Details on that will be soon to come. I'm also happy to say that I will be hosting one of the biggest events ever, which is the Gospel Explosion event at our 13th annual Fleet DJs Music Conference in Orlando, Florida. Live, I think it's the 22nd. Well, it's that Sunday. So I will be getting footage from that. If you guys are not doing anything at that time, July the 18th through 22nd, sign up with Fleet DJs.com and get some tickets and come rock out with us. We got a Southern Soul event, we got R&B, we got gospel, we got all that's taking place where you can meet different people, you can get on the sound stage and everything. So I'm one big ball of fire. I'm just out here trying to network and just do something positive because I've been in tune with so much negativity. So I'm just trying to reverse the curse. Okay. So until next time, do say don't let this be your last time getting on this podcast. Now you know me. Now we can stop being so nervous and we could really converse. So
Most
now,
definitely.
so you guys, I appreciate you all. I will send out this video to those who are interested in having it for their keepsakes. You will get a copy of it. And I also want to do a write up on you, do say, so I can
All
feature
right.
you. I'm gonna feature you in the magazine, and I'm gonna try to get it together before the month is out. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. See, why you want to try to make me cry here?
I love you, do say.
I love you
I love
too.
you. So yeah. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, each other, and tell someone you love them. And I'm gonna be the first to start. I love everybody on here with the love of God. Okay. So until next time, you guys, y'all take care. See you on the next go around.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.